Weather's been changing, boys and girls. Defects. It's getting cold out there.
What is up, Defects? Back for another episode of Cold Keys, man. It feels like it's been a while, but we do this once a month, and I think we got some really good picks today. We actually have some really affordable books, so we're pretty excited about that. We dug deep this week. I think you're going to like these picks. Guys, stay tuned. If you want to see a bonus pick, you're going to head over to the CBSI website where my man Ben is going to be giving you a fifth Cold Key. So the link that is going to be in the description. Make sure you watch our whole video before clicking to go over there. So, The Butcher, you want to talk about our sponsors real quick?
First up, guys, Express Comic Book Pressing, Erod 212. Defects 10 gets you 10% off all your pressing and cleaning needs. We also have Mutant Beaver Comics, Canada's #1 online comic book store for exclusive variants. Defects 10, 10% off. Tell Pat and the B-Man the Defects sent you.
There you go. So, without further ado, let's get into some cold keys.
All right, Defects. Cold keys, so cold. They're coming in hot. We're coming straight at you, starting off with Hawkeye #1 from Marvel, the series that came out in 2017. This is the first solo series of Kate Bishop as Hawkeye. Matty Forge, let's hear what you got.
Yep. So, like I said in the intro, we wanted to give you some books that we know are going to hit, that are affordable right now. They're basically the definition of a cold key. And in this market, again, harder and harder to find, but this is a good one. So, like I said, there's not much to talk about, so we're going to get right into the data. Kate Bishop's first solo series as Hawkeye. Guys, we always say it. If you can't get the book, get a book. And this is definitely a book. So I expect to see big gains on this. So let me throw a little GPA analysis at you. So right off the bat, I could tell you that raw, these still sell for like less than $20 on eBay. Okay. So if you could find a really crisp raw copy, that may be the way to go. But as you can see, a 9.8 for $137 in today's market for a key, for a character that we know is coming to the MCU, how can you pass that up? With her first appearance and the Hawkeye series and the team up books just kind of getting out of reach completely, why not switch over to this? You could see we got a slight increase, but this is still nothing, guys. Come on, a key like this for less than $150. How can you beat that? You could see it's definitely seen some gains, but it's a little bit down. It's starting to come back down. We hit 200. Now we hit 160. We hit 137. So people are starting to forget about this book again, guys. They're starting to focus on the other properties. I think now might be a good time to definitely a great time to grab a raw copy, but it might even be time to nab that 9.8 while everybody else is looking the other direction. What do you guys think?
Love it, man. We call it the Agatha effect on this show. Once we see Hawkeye, once we see Kate Bishop, we know all these titles are going to go absolutely insane. Her first appearance already going through the roof. Her team-up appearance going through the roof. So what do you look to next, guys? You look to her next solo series. This is it. And for a 9.8 slab costing $137, you're getting a deal, guys, and it's only going to go up.
Yep. Beautiful cover also. There is some variants here. This, I think, is the Ari Gradoff variant, 250. That's like a 1 in 25, I believe. I'm not positive, but there are some other variants that you want to keep an eye out for. If you can get that incentive variant, if you want to spend the extra dough, might be worth it as well.
Great point, Maddie. That's a great book. Next up, I'm going to go to the Butcher for this one. Static #1 from Milestone. Back in 1993. This is the first appearance of Static. Jay.
Guys, written by McDuffie in Washington, illustrated by Cohen, June in 1993. the first appearance of Static Shock, the first appearance of Hot Streak as well. If you didn't know, Static Shock, the first black superhero to star in his own cartoon series, guys. We all remember that from our childhood. Not only that, October of 2020, Warner Brothers and Michael B. Jordan announced the Static Shock movie. So here we have it, guys. Static #1, his first appearance. Matt, if you could bring up GPA analysis.
Yeah, sorry, I pulled the trigger a little too early before.
So, guys, we're going to go straight to a 9.8 on this on cover A. Matt, if you could pull it up, open it up right there. Top thing. Guys, a 2019 average of $106 and a 9.8. The 2020 average, when the movie was announced back in October, spiked up to $229. The 12-month average, $296, just short of $300. The 90-day average, $347. And the last sale back down to $300. This is going to be a huge movie, guys. Warner Brothers and Michael B. Jordan are going to get this right. Mark my words. Static was huge in the 90s. We all see Milestones coming back. DC is bringing Milestone back into the comics. Their issue 0 came out last week. And you could see here, guys, it spiked up for sure, but then it just leveled out. And like I said, the 90-day average was $347. Last sale was $309.8. I promise you that once this movie more gets into it, once you see a teaser, once you see a trailer, this book is going to spike tremendously. This could be DC's answer to Miles Morales, guys. Trust me when I say this, this movie is going to be a success. Tons of people are going to be behind this movie. I'm looking forward to it. And if you could grab a raw copy, these came in poly bags, so it's going to be hard to get that 9.8. But if you could grab this in a 9.8 now for around $300, maybe a little bit over, a steal. A steal when I tell you. Matt, what do you think?
I think you're 100% right. I think they're going to get this movie right. Michael B. Jordan's not going to let this fail. I think there is a lot of excitement behind the character as well. And we see what's happening with characters and the books, the prices on their first appearance. $300 in today's market is, I hate to sound this way, but it's almost like a steal, you know? We've seen, like Jay said, I think the point of this is that the book spiked and then just completely more or less flatlined. It didn't even jump with the rest of the market back in March, right? We've seen a 30 to 40% spike on almost all Marvel keys and a lot of the big DC ones. I think people are sleeping on this a little bit. If you really want to take a chance, and I think it's probably going to be worth it as well, if you got a little bit of a deeper pocket, check that Platinum Edition, because that's $750. Let me tell you something. If this thing goes the way we think it is, that's probably, you're looking at probably a $2,000 book there, because that is rare. That Platinum Edition is extremely rare in a 9.8. So this is a great pick, Jay. Awesome.
I couldn't be more excited for this movie. But it's gonna be a movie or a show?
Movie.
Ah, I can't wait. I can't wait. Next up, guys, from DC Comics, from not that long ago, from 2019, we're going to hit you with Naomi #1. Matty Ford is going to talk about this. This is the first appearance of Naomi.
Yeah, not too much to say. Not too much to say here, except Naomi is going to be on CW. There's going to be a series on the CW, and my guess is, depending on how well it's received, is whether she has a future on the big screen. I think everybody knew. Jay, correct me if I'm wrong, but when this series came out, I think everyone immediately said this is destined for a TV series or a movie, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So this was a great story. It's a great character. And it's a book that I think it's undervalued right now. I think it has not seen anywhere near its potential, especially in Raw. This is another one that you could find Raw for very, very affordable price if you don't feel like taking the leap on the 9.8. But let's look at the 9.8. Right there, you can see last sale $285. I mean, does it get any flatter than that? Look what this did back in 2019 when this was when basically the series first came out. The hype was that real right at the beginning. in March of 2019, this was averaging $395 with a high of $588. The hype behind this was real. And I know DC, their shows, their movies, they got a lot of work to do, but I feel like they're going to get this one right. I feel like this is going to be a good show. And you can see this thing is just kind of flatlined, starting to slowly slope up. You can see the last sale was $285. You know, the high for the year is $300. Guys, this has plenty of room to grow. You can see there's fluctuation here. So there is deals to be had. Look, just in the last month, you have everywhere from 200 to 175 up to 300. Be patient on this one. I think you can't lose out on this one as far as investment-wise. Raw 9.8, I don't think you can go wrong. Not a lot to say on this one. Jay, anything else to add?
No, again, guys, we've seen shows on the WB. Is it it's WB, right?
Yeah. No,
yeah,
yes, sorry, yeah. Or
yeah,
CW. CW.
CW, sorry. Yeah, on CW. We've seen The Flash. We've seen Green Arrow. Those are characters that are been around, and you ain't grabbing their first appearances. This is more of a newer character that the CW is working with, and a relatable character to a lot of people. So I think, again, like the Static, a great deal in a 9.8, guys. We're not going to steer you wrong.
Yeah, listen, you said it right. The whole point of these is get them before the shows hit, because once the shows hit, they're not going to be that cold. I'll tell you that much.
The Agatha effect.
The Agatha effect, man.
Next up, and to finish off the list, this episode of Cold Keys, we have America #1 from Marvel from back in 2017. Again, this is the first solo series of America Chavez.
Yeah, guys, May of 2017, America #1, written by Gabby Rivera, illustrated by Joe Quinones. Guys, we know America is confirmed to be introduced in Doctor Strange 2, guys. We already see Vengeance #1, her first appearance, skyrocketing, almost untouchable, and it's only going to go up from here. So what do we always say? If you can't get that origin, that first appearance, second appearance, you grab that first solo series. Another affordable book for a confirmed character. Matt, GPA analysis, please. We're going straight to a 9.8 in this in cover A, guys, which is probably my favorite cover. You already see. Look at this. The 2019 average, $26. The 2020 average, $56. I see the Green Arrow going up, guys. I know it's Cold Keys, but if you look at it spiked up and it leveled off. The 12-month average, $78. The 90-day average, $90. And the last sale alone, $87. This book has a ton of room to grow. If you consider just grading cost at $35, you're looking at this book for a cheap price. Like Matt said with his first book, you could find a raw copy of this on eBay. That's a 9.8 contender. But why take the chance when the last sold was $87, guys? This is going to be a huge character in the MCU, whether she's standalone or with a team. What more can I say, guys? I can't say any more. Another book that is just going to have that Agatha effect, and that's just going to go up in a 9.8. Grab them while you can.
100%. I mean, it really comes down to people being priced out of certain books. And not many collectors are going to be willing to spend $2,000 on Vengeance #1 in a 9.8. All right. They're not going to spend the $600 it's going to cost them raw. They're going to go down the line. She's got some really cool covers. I know even on this book itself, the reprint goes, the second print goes for a little bit more. I mean, I think we could show that. The second print, 178. There's the second print had variants as well. You could see 400. So a lot of people are just forgetting about cover A from the first print here. I think it's a mistake because people are going to start gravitating to the cheaper and cheaper books. Awesome cover. And Jay, I know you said that she's going to be introduced in Doctor Strange 2, but we don't know that for sure. We know she's going to be in it, but don't wait too long is basically what I'm saying. You never know. Yeah. She may show up in the Marvels. She may show up in Miss Marvel. Not the Marvels, because that's after, but the Miss Marvel TV series. You never know. So don't wait till it's too late on these. If you can get a 9.8 for under $100 for a key, like Jay said, the grading cost, it almost is worth it to just buy the slab.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. 100%. Why roll the dice, guys? For less than $100, get that 9.8.
affordable cold keys, guys.
Affordable cold keys.
They're not always affordable. I feel like all of these were very, very affordable. So,
Okay, defects, that about wraps up Cold Keys. Thanks for stopping by again. You know we love doing this. We know we love bringing the heat with some Cold Keys. But do me a favor, go check out Ben's pick on the CBSI website, because that's the 5th pick, man. All right? And do me a favor also, keep a lookout for our 5,000 subscriber giveaway. 5,000 defects, 5,000, baby. All right? So we'll catch you guys on the next Cold Keys, or maybe on another show. Who knows?